Hey guys, Kyle the Death Knight of Anime here, bringing you my review for Eden Zero Chapter 52. Just getting right into it. The pretty much start of the chapter, it shows us how the confrontation with pretty much Garrett plays out, and needless to say, he was the one holding all the cards. And what I liked about this particular scenario with Garrett, essentially forcing Shiki to choose between defeating him or pretty much or to pretty much save or to pretty much spare the other miners, is that Mashima actually put Shiki in a situation with basically a completely impossible choice. And while I'm cautious about how he approaches this from here, it does with this kind of setup of pretty much Shiki being so forced into a corner that he pretty much that he basically can't do anything. To me, this at least this pretty much at least says that. This pretty much at least says that what we're getting is pretty much at least pretty much a setup is basically is pretty much a setup and an opportunity in order to put the other characters in the spotlight and have the other characters actually be the ones in order to see Shiki and Homura over pretty much Shiki and Homura being the ones over Shiki and Homura having to save themselves. Like just from the setups we got in this chapter. It is that feeling I am getting from this, but we'll just have to. But like it's a scenario I'm hoping that Prince Mashima he does decide to take advantage of, because I as much as I like Shiki and Homura, I definitely like when characters like Prince Weiss and Rebecca are the ones who are in the spotlight for sure. And yeah, let's talk about what and yeah, speaking of Homura, let's talk about what happened to her in this chapter, because with this chapter we pretty much see her getting dragged off by Garrett, and I'm not gonna lie because of what he was doing to her in this chapter. My imagination and my logical thinking kind of merged with each other, because on a logical level, I think what's going on here is what's going on with that particular scene of basically Homura being dragged by Garrett away, is that Homura is being taken away in order to get tortured. But then beyond that, there was of course that there was that small percentage of my mind that thought, okay, Homura is getting raped. Is gonna get raped. Like that's like like it instantly just of course from Garrett being introduced as this lunatic who loves to whip and torture people. Obviously that's from obviously what pretty much is more than likely going to happen with her, but yeah, I'm not gonna lie, just pretty much from how pretty much Garrett was talking to Homura in this chapter, it definitely gave off those just a lot of those rapey vibes. I'm not gonna lie, but again, I think pretty much the former of Homura getting tortured is more likely than obviously the latter. But it was one of those moments that where obviously Hiro Mashima, he was just in his, where he was doing his thing. Obviously, that's pretty much all I can say about it. But yeah, so yeah, in that scenario, so yeah, in general, I definitely like how we do have this scenario where pretty much where right now Shiki, his basically hands are tied. His hands are tied both literally and figuratively in this situation where he's a slave. He literally can't do anything otherwise. Like his whole thing of being, his whole thing he's gotten of always wanting to save people and always be the hero and whatnot. It's being tested with this, and I really like that. Now, the chapter also reveals to us that pretty much the Eden Zero ship itself has been outfitted with something called an ether drive, or I think that was revealed before. I don't know, but yeah. But either way, it basically tells us that yeah, there's something called an ether drive that's been outfitted on the Eden Zero ship, and that it's also and that it also has the energy in order to power Sunjewel for 10 years. And knowing this and what we know just based off the interaction of the Scarlet Woman and her attendant, it's it's obvious that for right now, what we're getting with this kind of a setup with this kind of thing with the ether drive is that it's pretty much a setup. It's a setup that is pretty much telling us that yeah, at some point both Drac and Joe and the Scarlet Woman are going to betray each other at some point. But considering how pretty much psychotic how psychotic that pretty much the Scarlet Woman actually is in this chapter, I think keeping the planet supplied with energy is probably the last thing on her mind, and it is looking more and more like what pretty much the Scarlet Woman is gonna do is that it's gonna be the opposite of obviously what her attendant said, and yeah, and it's looking like pretty much the theory I had last week in terms of the Scarlet Woman actually wanting to. Actually having devious intentions for Sunjewel as a planet is definitely coming true. Like I think what she's gonna do is she's gonna use pretty much all the energy from Sunjewel and the ether drive together in order to drain the planet entirely and just use it as a means of powering her weapon now or something like that. I think that's where we're headed. One minor thing I really liked about this chapter too is of course that brief little banter between it was Weiss and Hermit, which it is obviously just kind of like a small little moment and nothing to get too excited about. But I definitely like how just that one small scene it showed a stark contrast to how Hermit was before and basically how Hermit is now and basically how comfortable Hermit is has gotten among everyone now. Although that line that Prince Hermit said that Hermit set up with her confidence over the ship not being protected over the ship not being detected, that in itself is kind of foreboding. Is kind of foreboding in itself, and especially when you consider that when you look at the Scarlet Woman herself, obviously she is obviously the Scarlet Woman is kind of psychotic, but she's also an extremely devious woman. So yeah, I think that might be the overconfidence, like getting better of your Hermit. I think the Scarlet Woman is gonna have something up her sleeve with that. And yeah, let's pretty much talk about Ilya's introduction into this part of the story here, because with her introduction, with her reintroduction or introduction into this part of the story, there I'm not gonna lie, there was definitely a part of me this time that unlike before where I thought she was just annoying. In this part of the story, she just by this introduction alone, she pretty much had a genuinely creepy vibe to her that really creeped me out, and it just and with her like entrance into this part of the story, it just raises a lot of questions for me, like pretty much how does she know how pretty much what exactly is she pretty much even doing here to begin with? How is it she even knows how to even get into the slums, and what the hell is it that Ilya wants from Rebecca, And barring the last one, because I'm pretty sure that from just that last one with basically request is going to be a comedic request. The other two questions are definitely sending off warning signs to me. In particular, what particular stake she even has in all this to even want to be around Rebecca, considering that Rebecca and basically Lavillia's relationship so far has been kind of just of bitter rivals, or of like bitter rivals, so to speak. So yeah, it's like obviously with obviously with if pretty much Lavillia is here to help, obviously it's going to be it's obviously I'll accept the help from her, but at the same time it just kind of makes me wonder what exactly is she pretty much even doing here. Like, I feel, if I had to guess, I'm pretty sure she's probably gotten herself into a little bit of trouble herself, or she's working for someone who has probably a vested interest in probably in basically Rebecca and probably Shiki, going, and Rebecca and Shiki going pretty much going even going face to face with the Scarlet Woman. Actually, yeah. So I think those are my two options here. But yeah, guys, that's all I got for this review. If you enjoyed the video, like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Mr. Crunchyroll. Dead Knight of Anime, signing off. Later, guys.